The Carolingian Empire crumbled. Europe was attacked from all sides. In the south, the Saracens invaded Crete, Sicily, Tuscany, Rome, and Provence, where a beachhead was set up near Saint-Tropez. From the Asiatic steppes, the Magyars crossed the Danube plain and headed for Lombardy, Venetia, Bavaria, Burgundy, Provence, and Rome. And from the north came waves of Vikings or Normans who appeared on European soil in the early 800s. But let's not go too fast. Let's go back to 790. We are about to pay a visit to these fierce warriors, these lords of the sea. Well, their life seems more peaceful than warlike. Our friend Lurch is a trail, a born serf. Bert is a bond, a free man who carries a sword. Here he comes to give his trusted servant a hand.
How we manage?
Try this.
Oh, a good idea.
Here comes Jarl, or Chief.
All right, here I am.
Accompanied by his own trusted manservant.
What are they up to?
Oh,
What's the matter?
But the women don't make fun of the
Yeah,
master.
this'll do some good.
Hey, you slave. Come here.
What?
What's so funny?
Careful. That's my own manservant.
Well, hey.
Pierrette's knotted scarf shows that she's a married woman. The chain of keys and scissors she wears shows that she's also the Dagia, or mistress of the house.
That smells good.
Can we come in?
Come in. Oh. Clumsy. Ugh. No, that's all right, that's all right. Not again.
I got a brilliant solution. There you go.
Oh, what about me? Hey, wait a minute.
Come now, Pierrette. Monogamy hasn't been invented yet. You'll just have to wait.
Roasted seaweed. It's all I've got left.
Before long, we'll have all the whales we want. Just bake.
Hey, why don't we have a beer?
Here you go, man. Oh, no, not you. You'll have to wait till you grow up.
Wow.
Dawn breaks. These newborn have spent the night lying unprotected outside the village stockade.
Weighs a ton.
Ready? Launch.
At the Earl's orders, all the men leave to begin the fishing season. The chief's wives and his children, legitimate and otherwise, have come to wave goodbye to their lord and master. Pierrette prepares birch bark bread, food for times of famine.
Hey, what do you say we go hunting for eiderdown?
I'm ready when you are.
Let's go.
Hey, wait up.
Crime doesn't pay, my boy.
Hold on a minute, children. Here. These are for you.
Hey there, ton of pricks that you try and keep still, huh? Quit leaning all over the place. You'll capsize us. That's enough now. Cut it out.
Hey, bail out! Bail out, everyone! We're losing speed!
Hey, come on, take my place up here at the helm.
Oh, I'm coming.
Bail out.
I see whales.
What?
Whales, I'm telling you.
Huh?
There's tons of them. Ah! Take a look, Chief.
Why didn't you say so? Have to single one up from the group.
Hey, whale to starboard, coming straight for us.
Take a look at our boats down there. Looks like they're biting.
Where are you? Where are you?
What's happened to him? Where are you? Where are you, Anthony? Huh?
As son of the chief, I am entitled to a full basket of down. Give it to me.
Got him. He's grounded. We got him. We got him.
Look at that kid's doing, Chief. You could do just as well. You all right, Chief?
By the time the boats head for home, all that is left on the shore is a pile of bones. And so the hunt has been a successful one. The race is on to reach home.
You'll pay for that.
Just you wait, you.
Soon, the great festival of the summer solstice will begin. Maestro, the wise elder, gives the signal in front of the altar to the gods. Thor, and by his side, Odin, and Frey.
All kneel. We offer you this blood, O ye gods, to appease your anger.
Is this meat or strong beer here? One taste. You just have to make sure it's good. What's this? Beer good, very strong. Some more. Just a little sip.
Let's see what happens.
Go on. Hey, those women don't know anything about booze. I never drank that before, never.
In the foreground, we see the men's table. The women sit in the back, with the children in the middle. And here are the menfolk dressed up for the occasion.
Let's play a joke, okay?
A toast to the great feast of the summer solstice. And the gods who hold me in their favor.
But where's he gone to?
All right, you.
It's little bird and little Earth who did it, not me.
All right, my fine fellows, you not only insult my son, you dare to insult me, your chief. Won't be long, you'll see who's boss here. You'll make examples for all the others. Hold on there. Come over here.
One moment.
Just a minute, my friends. According to the law, this must be settled by a duel.
It was the custom for the opponents to meet at the Yggdrasil, or Tree of Life, where the duel would take place.
The distance will be 15 meters. Good. Here, catch this.
What the?
Good. At my signal, ready or not. 1, 2, 1 second. Stop. We'll have to go on to the next test. Here, go ahead. Shoot.
My turn.
Shoot. Shoot, why don't you? What are you waiting for? Oh, no, that's the last straw. Unbelievable.
I won.
Go ahead. There. Your chief has disgraced the Vikings' honor. Banish him.
Yay! The chief has no respect for the Vikings' laws. He's got to leave.
Understood. They put you out. You're now an utlagi, an outlaw. You must never return to this village. You're banished. Good riddance.
But big fish were not the only food for the Vikings. One morning, Maestro and his young friends...
Do you realize how high those salmon are jumping? I've got an idea. Try these.
Okay.
Well done, Waldo.
Now look, why don't we do it like the fish? Like this. Or maybe like that. Or even... Why, sure, why not? There, why didn't I think of it sooner? Eureka! I found it! I found it! Oh, wow! I found it, by cracky, I found it! Just copy the salmon. We can jump right over whatever's in the way.
Why don't we do what Maestro says? Let's try.
Stop!
There's something in the way. Let's disembark here.
Put the boat on these logs and roll it. There, that's the ticket. That's it. You keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Very good, very good. Keep going.
Hey, what the devil are they doing? Chief, come quick. Come and see what they're doing.
All right, come quick.
Unbelievable. Look at that.
Is not bad. If we used their method with light boats, no reason we couldn't attack the upland villages, eh? Is there?
village is being attacked by pillagers. What do we do?
What do you think?
We'll show them whose town this is.
We gotta organize a counterattack, Chief.
There's too many of them.
By sea at night.
Let's go!
By the dead chief's side are placed his weapons, shields, his jewels, and the food he'll need during his long voyage. His eldest son has the honor of lighting the pyre. No, there's nothing sad here, for Odin, god of warriors, has a place of honor waiting for he who dies a brave death. And revenge was taken over and over in a vicious cycle of plunder and attack. The land became one vast battlefield.
Friends, from now on, looting is forbidden among the Norsemen. Instead, let's work together to build great ships so that we can travel far to find food, women, wealth, slaves, and land for our children to till.
Hey, hey, hey.
Not bad, this one. Maybe we could. Well, sure, why not?
Hey, you. Hey. We're only in 792, not 1492. Hold your horses.
How true. 16 planks on either side, riveted together, overlapping slightly. Yes.
La 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 la.
The ships are ready. Now you must elect a chief. One of these candidates must lead the first expedition. Make your choice. Here is your new chief. You must all swear loyalty to him. Go ahead.
Long live our chief! Long live the chief!
That'll do it.
Everything all right?
It might work, but I'll be needing some cow hair.
There you go.
Thanks, Maestro.
Everything seemed to check out fine. 23 meters 33 by 5 meters 25. Height 1 meter 95, water level 85 centimeters. Oar locks 1 meter apart. Looks fine. Length of oars 4 meters 50. Now look how solid those shields look. Good. Now let's get her into the water. Fine. Load the horses. Stop, you! Stop! No, that won't do. Most definitely, that will not do. What if we tried it this way? No, the poor thing would get dizzy. How about that? Hop. A little risky. What if he jumps in? Yes. What if he falls overboard and... That's it. That's the answer. There, my friends. Bring back the horse now. Just tip the boat, and he'll climb aboard easily. How did I ever get such an idea?
Loading begins. Each ship contains 2,500 kilos of provisions, 400 kilos of weapons, and 40 men. Each man's coffer will double as his seat while he rows.
And remember, no fires on board. Eat your food cold, and here's my latest invention. It will help you navigate. With it, you'll keep right on course.
Fine, we're about ready. Want to come with us? You're a man now.
In a fog as thick as this one, it's not easy to use Maestro's instrument. The chief decides to release some crows.
If they don't come back, we've got to be close to shore.
Ah! Land ho!
The year is 793. The island of Lindisfarne off the coast of Northumbria in northern England was the site of the first Viking raid. Rejoice in the grave.
And now it's up to you, my youngest, to go in search of new treasures.
Okay.
Farewell, son, and good luck.
Bye! Goodbye!
Come back soon.
Journey.
In 830, the Vikings headed for Ireland. Torgzil, the Norwegian chief, decided to make it his own. In 839, he was proclaimed King of Ulster. By 840, the Vikings ruled the Low Countries. And the Danes had sailed up the Seine River as far as Rouen. 843, it's Midsummer's Day in the French city of Nantes. The Vikings follow the River Garonne into Toulouse on their way to Spain. In 845, 120 ships sailed up the Seine and sacked Paris. In 850, it was the Thames, the Seine again, and the Loire. 856 and 57, Paris was in flames. In 859, the conqueror Hastings took his 62 ships and left the Seine. His ships rounded the coast of Spain and sailed past Gibraltar to conquer the Moors in Morocco. They sacked Murcia, the Balearic Islands, Roussillon and Camargue in France. The next goal was Italy, Pisa and Luna. But here at last, they met with solid resistance.
We'll never be able to get in there.
Chief, I got an idea. If you disguise yourself behind your weapons. Our beloved chief, the noble Hastings, was killed in battle. His last wish was to have a pious burial. All his treasures will go to the church.
I accept.
Charge! Spare no one!
Rome in turn would be burned. In 862, Hastings made his triumphal return to his base in Noirmoutier, where his war plunder was shown to all. In the same year, the Vikings left Sweden to ply Russia's rivers, the Volkhov, the Dnieper, the Volga. Rurik founded Kiev, the first Russian state. At about that time, the Varangians had reached Constantinople. 870, East England was conquered by the Danes. 874, fair-haired Harold succeeded in unifying the Norwegians, who would soon found Reykjavik in Iceland. 880, France, Belgium, and Germany were invaded. Viking ships wreaked havoc all along the Seine, the Somme, the Scheldt, the Meuse, the Rhine. 885, Paris was under siege. 700 ships were deployed for a distance of over 3 kilometers. King Charles the Fat bought the retreat of the invaders for 700 pounds of silver. In 911, Charles the Simple gave the Norman chieftain Rollo a present, Normandy, a region already familiar with Vikings. Rollo pledged allegiance to the king.
Huh? Ah. Oh.
982, Eric the Red sets foot in Greenland. Other explorers get as far as Newfoundland and the American continent. 1028, Newt the Great reigned over Denmark, Norway, and England. 1059, Robert Guiscard became Duke of Puglia and Calabria. 1061, with his father, he snatched Sicily away from the Arabs. This time it was the Normans who arrived in Constantinople by way of the Balkans. William of Normandy landed in England to claim the throne. King Harold came to meet him. The result was the Battle of Hastings. And William became King of England. The Vikings were warriors, but also traders and colonizers. They were instrumental in extending the limits of the world of their time. And so their voyage through history was more than just a series of bloody battles. And in 1096, those who had been the most fervent of Norman pagans would join the Crusades and lead the Christians into battle. (1190). While the West was busy crusading and building cathedrals, Asia was being overrun by Mongol horsemen under Genghis Khan.
Halt! We'll camp here.
Horse dung mixed with dried grass, the only fuel they were able to find.
Forward! Out! Have you seen the Tadrulites?
They're not far, worthy Temujin. You'll find their camp just 3 days away. We'll accompany
Many thanks,
you.
my friends. All right, boys, let's kill these traitors. Come let's bash their brains in.
And that, my friends, is how Temujin, with his handful of men, began the lifetime of conquest that would one day make him Genghis Khan, master of one of history's greatest empires. He was proclaimed Khan in 1200. In 1207, he conquered Mongolia and Siberia. In 1209, Tibet. The invasion of China, 1211. Kazakhstan followed in 1218. 1220, the war against Khorasan, which had offended the Mongols and wasn't even sorry. Genghis Khan mustered 200,000 horsemen and supplemented them by arming local Muslims. At the same time, in 1214, at the Battle of Bouvines, French horsemen numbered only 1,000.
All right, everybody down there!
You'd think there was no greater pleasure in life than to chop up one's enemies, chase them from their homes, lay claim to their goods, reduce their loved ones to tears, and make off with their wives and daughters. And yet, that was the creed of Genghis Khan. When he died at 65, some say he fell from his horse, his empire was immense. But it would grow still larger, added to by sons and grandsons. The most famous was Kublai. On his deathbed, Genghis gave this little boy his special blessing. And if the Pope consents to send me 6 wise men of the Christian faith, knowledgeable in the 7 arts, and if they can debate and prove clearly to us pagans that faith in Christ is the best faith, and that all others are false and evil, then I, the great Khan, and all those in my power, will become Christians and liegemen of your church. That is the message the great Kublai Khan sent with the Polo brothers, 2 wealthy Italian merchants, when they left his court and headed home. 2 years later, they returned, bringing with them their son and nephew, Marco.
And we're going to Chipango and Cathay, but first we'll put in at Accra. We've got to see Pope Gregory at Plaisance. And here's Accra. My friends, I'm so sorry, but we'll have to part.
Wouldn't a boy with muscles like these be real handy on a ship?
Yeah, and how's about some brains? He's smart.
Hold on a bit, boys. Father, would it be okay to bring another 2 sturdy boys with us? They might just give us a hand.
What a bright idea, Marco. Your friends can come along.
Thanks, Pop. I'm gonna tell them. You guys, hey, listen, you're coming. Hooray! 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 Hooray!
Holy Father, the great Khan to whose court we are traveling respectfully asks that emissaries be sent out by His Holiness to bear him news of the Western lands and Christianity. This mark of respect may predispose him favorably to our cause.
I've got just the thing for you, my boy.
But, Holy Father...
Yes, here's the holy oil.
But we will also need a few ambassadors like these venerable brothers.
Huh?
How true. Take them along, those 2.
But wouldn't we be of more use to by remaining here with you, O Holy Father?
They fine with you?
Well, I had actually hoped to have at the very least 6.
Oh, nope. Better forget about 6. I can't spare 6, no.
Well, then, how about 5?
No.
Or perhaps 4?
I said no.
Well, can I count on 2, then?
That's what I seem to remember saying. I repeat that Brother Nicholas of Vicenza and Brother William of Tripoli. What's he up to now? Brother William! Brother William! Come out wherever you are. Please come down immediately. You know that ascensions are forbidden without my permission.
Oh, Father, who art in heaven, protect me.
Listen, someone's coming.
You the guys been sent from Cairo coming to invade us?
Not at all, just in from Venice, see?
And how about a nice purse of gold?
Why should we settle for one crummy little bag? We might as well take all I got, eh? And besides, who's here to stop us from capturing those ninnies and selling them as slaves?
Let's gift wrap these strangers.
Ah, yes, sir, a brilliant mission. If we can stay alive, we prefer to.
But the orders of the Holy Father.
Now, don't take offense, please, but we have to admit we're poor travelers.
If you insist. Go ahead, my friends.
I will pray for you.
Wait. God keep you safe.
And you as well, amen.
Our friend's caravan pushed on into the Middle East. One day,
Look! It's Noah's Ark.
Come now, we really should be moving along.
There are the tracks. Just a little further and they'll be able to see just what I'm made of.
and another day in Mosul.
One moment. What's that dark liquid in those jars?
All that's oil, Sahib.
Their next stop was Baghdad.
Well, we catch him, we'll show him a thing or two or three or four or five.
From there, a small sailboat took them to the port of Hormuz on the Persian Gulf.
No, we've got him cornered for sure.
I would be happy to provide you with this magnificent boat, sirs. A safety guaranteed, naturally.
Can we be sure that there won't be a leak?
Hey, you trash cans. You wouldn't have set your eyes on any rabble like that?
Oh, no.
If someone asks about us, say we've gone to sea.
You've seen these guys.
You just missed them, Sahib. They're sailing away, see?
At last, that goose is cooked. Let's go! All aboard, quick! Help! I can't swim! Help! Oh, my God!
Our friends headed up to Khorasan. Then, an unexpected gale pushed from them.
Watch out.
This time, folks, they're in our hands.
With many setbacks out of the way, our friends were free to pursue their journey, all the way to the foothills of the Hindu Kush. Their crossing was difficult, very difficult and dangerous. But even worse was the Gobi Desert, with its infernal sandstorms.
Marco, where are you? Marco, speak to me! Marco!
Yes, I'm here.
Marco!
Safely across the desert, Polo and his band reached the city of Shamul,
Hey, you, the
renowned for its
horsemen are here.
hospitality.
Hello.
It's them. Let's clear out.
Enter.
Even the fiercest of men are sometimes in need of rest.
Horses.
Autumn comes, time to change pastures. Driving their flocks in front of them, the Mongol tribesmen come down from their high plateaus.
Giddy up!
Wait a minute. Doesn't he look like... And that one, isn't he our king-sized friend? A strange bunch, those Mongols. The camp settles into a routine.
I'll show you who's boss, you puny hunk of livestock.
While the hunters are out chasing wolves, back at camp, life goes on normally.
Couldn't we go with you?
No.
Those bandits have stolen both of my chickens!
Hey, you there, do you know the law? Hey!
The sack.
The sack!
Hey, Zach.
If a thief was able to pay back 9 times the amount he stole, he was let off.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Say there, you got nothing else to give us?
Nothing left. It's
If
empty.
not, he was good for 7 lashes, or 17, or 37, up to 107, depending on the severity of his crime. And should anyone make off with a horse, it was off with his life, his body sliced down the middle with a sword.
You know, I'm pretty sure that we left those guys behind.
Now we can have some fun.
Just a real blast.
His Majestic Kubla, informed of your visit, appointed me as your escort and protector in case of need.
Show us the way, my good friends, to the palace of the great Kubla.
7, 8, 9, 20.
They followed the winding Yellow River, all the way to Peking, their destination. Polo's journey had lasted nearly 4 years.
Greetings.
The emperor was the most powerful sovereign to have existed in all of recorded history. They say he was neither short nor tall, a stocky fellow, but well built for all that. A complexion of peaches and cream, dark eyes, noble nose. He had a total of 4 wives, as well as hundreds of concubines. The great Kubla also kept a collection of pure white mares, each one spotless, and there were 10,000 of them. The sovereign himself, as well as his sons, drank these mares' milk, which was forbidden to everyone else.
The sun illumines her heavenly sons. Today our almighty emperor will receive visits from strange travelers from far away. Our right, time to set out for work. Let's move it.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
May I try it?
Why, sure.
You got anything in my size?
Yes, honorable stranger. 1 second. Lovely, perfect.
Me?
I only have one on me.
Oh, that's just fine, sir.
I want the spiffiest tunic you've got.
At your most humble service. You are quite splendid, honorable sir. Like a morning star.
How much do you want?
4 gold pieces?
Might as well take 5.
This mission will permit you to prove yourselves. I hope you'll measure up.
And so our friends pay a visit to the general who is besieging the city of Changfu.
Just look at those ramparts, noble strangers. All our attacks are of no avail. My army is battle-weary. I myself am about ready to pack up and leave.
Seems to me we might try and use a couple of those catapults I was talking about.
That's great.
Now Marco just happened to be a whiz at picking up Tartar ways, their language, both spoken and written. At the same time, he was a very prudent man. Upon his return, Marco told the emperor all about the new and exciting things he had seen. His stories were always witty and pleasing, and included his own solutions to many problems. All this greatly pleased the emperor, who treated Marco as a great favorite.
Some believe in Jesus, others in Muhammad, still others in Buddha, but I ask protection from all of them, to be sure. Now here's your newest mission. Here.
At your orders, Great Kubla.
Missions came and went, and so did the years. After 17 years of service to the Great Kubla, our friends wanted to go home, but the Great Khan was too fond of them to let them go. Just when they were giving up all hope of seeing their homeland again, 3 barons from faraway Persia arrived at the court. They requested the emperor to provide their lord with a new wife, his own having died.
Very nice kid.
We beg of you, let the Polos accompany us home. Seasoned travelers like them are rare. You would enjoy our heartfelt, boundless gratitude.
The emperor's great respect for his Western adventurers made his decision very difficult, but finally he gave in and requested the Polos to escort the barons and the princess. Of course, he had to find himself a new set of advisors.
There's really not much of a choice left, is there?
Oh, yes, there is.
From the Great Khan, our friends received safe conducts, messages for the Christian kings, and 13 ships to take them safely home. In view of the trip they were about to make, 13 was none too many. The return trip took 3 years, and judging by the looks of our friends, we can suppose that it had been no stroll down the primrose path.
You again? All right, come in, but you'll have to sleep in the stable.
The next day, there was a family reunion. The Polos had been away from home for 24 years.
The palace of the Great Khan. Its hall is so vast that 6,000 people could eat there easily. And it has too many rooms even to count. All is so big and so grand, it leaves me speechless. I can't describe it. It's so lovely. No one would ever build a better world.
Well, what do you know?
The poor and the sick, old persons and orphans are lodged by the Great Khan, and every day hot bread is passed out. In the province of Zandandan, when a woman gives birth, she gets right up out of her bed and goes straight to work. Hubby gets in bed instead, takes the baby, and lies there up to 40 days while all his relatives and friends fill his ears with praise.
Oh, come on, that's nonsense.
No, it's not, but there's more. Where do you hear this one, folks? The Lord's men harvest great quantities of pith from mulberry trees. It's found just beneath the bark of the tree. From this is made a paper, dark as ink, which they cut up. Even a scrap of the stuff's worth a half a denier. A big sheet is worth 1 bezant in gold, and so on, up to 10 bezants. On these papers, you see the signor's seal. He's already made such a huge quantity of the stuff he could cash in all the world's gems, mark my words, but not just gems. He could swallow up entire kingdoms if he should ever want to. You might not believe what I am about to say, but you just wait. He'll buy out the planet one fine day and pay in cash. In his capital alone are piled the most massive treasures I've seen anywhere in the world. Each day over 1,000 cartloads of fine silks pour in, and so Peking's thousands of inhabitants are quite used to dressing in pure silk.
This fellow exaggerates, folks.
Throughout the province of Cathay, there exists a kind of black stone found in the mountains. These amazing black stones burn brightly when lit. You can decide to light a fire in the evening. You'll feel comfy all night. The next day, the black stones still give off heat.
What a ride. And now we got burning stones. What next?
No less than 15,000 boats sail up and down the world's longest river. It flows through Hangzhou, an immense city in which you'd be amazed to see 12,000 bridges. So high ships of great height may glide beneath them. I tell you that Venice's loftiest ship in full sail could easily pass mast intact. And what is even more interesting is the city was planned and built on water.
Leave it to me. I'll show him what's what.
1298, Venice is at war with Genoa, its rival city, near the island of Crisola on a Venetian ship.
There are quite a few and well armed. This could be a rough battle.
To your positions, prepare for combat!
Our friends put up a good fight, but
Retreat! Run for your lives!
We won't be long, Marco. Courage.
no man, be he Christian, Saracen, Tartar, or pagan, had ever set foot in so many lands as did our brave, distinguished friend, Marco Polo. In spite of a few minor mistakes and myths, he gave the Western world its first realistic description of the Far East, which up until his time had been unknown. 2 centuries later, Christopher Columbus sailed westward in search of Cathay and the Indies described by Polo. What Columbus discovered instead were the Americas. During the 13th century, cathedrals sprang up all over Europe. By the 14th century, it was universities, most of them built just after the death of Marco Polo. 1343 Pisa, 1347 Prague, Pavia, Warsaw, Vienna, Erfurt, Heidelberg, Cologne, Bologna, 1088, Paris, 1120, Toulouse, Naples, Salamanca, and Lisbon. the popes fled Rome and settled in Avignon, France. Harvests were abundant. But Europe's population soon tripled, then quadrupled, until her population reached 100 million. The result? Shortages of everything. In 1315, a widespread famine caused indescribable misery. But worse still was the Black Plague, brought in by a Genoese ship from the Crimea in 1348. The bubonic, or Black Plague, contagious in the extreme.
The wrath of God has struck the world.
All of this is the fault of the Jews.
Here,
Here. They've contaminated our food.
They're poisoning the well.
Death to the Jews!
I will excommunicate all those who dare harm
But
these
no one
innocent
was
people.
listening. Nearly 1,000 died each day in Avignon alone. 3 months, half the city lay dead. In 3 years, Europe lost 25 million people, 1/4 of her population. All this did not prevent the 100 Years' War from continuing. Crécy, France, where the impetuous French cavalry under Philip of Valois nearly trampled their own foot soldiers during the charge, only to be given a thrashing by the enemy which was on foot. Battle upon battle, and no one learned from his defeats. In 1356, Poitiers, the Battle of Crécy all over again. Even the papacy split in two. Urban VI was in Rome and Clement VII in Avignon. Not only did they disagree, they disagreed violently. France, Castile, Aragon, Naples, and Scotland were Clement's territory. Northern Italy, Germany, England, Scandinavia, Poland, and Hungary were reserved for Urban. At Oxford, a priest and theologian named Wycliffe denounced the two popes for squabbling over the throne like dogs over a bone. He also denounced the sale of posts within the church. The Archbishop of Canterbury lost no time in excommunicating him. It was John Ball, a priest, who took Wycliffe's place.
Well, they dress in velvet, drink fine wines, and set their tables with spices and white bread, while we eat, ride, sleep on straw. While they lead idle lives in their manners, we toil and sweat.
Here, here, here.
John Ball ended up in prison. Prague's university had a rector called John Huss. For him, the word of God was all important, and anything else was pagan. Only Satan's henchman would dare make use of the church to fill his belly, dress richly, and move up in the world. The Roman Pope relieved the revolutionary Huss of his priesthood.
That fellow's a real nuisance. Excommunication.
A council was called in Pisa. Its purpose, end the schism. Method, by naming a new pope, for a grand total of 3. The excommunicated John Huss appeared at the Council of Constance at the request of his emperor, Sigismund of Luxembourg, who provided him with a safe conduct. Before the learned assembly, Huss was arrested. The emperor didn't lift a finger. Instead, Huss was tried and condemned. The death of Huss enraged the people and triggered a general uprising against the Germans.
Avenge Huss! Avenge Huss! Avenge Huss! Avenge Huss! Avenge Huss!
The church was unable to patch things up in time. A rupture in Catholic unity was imminent. And the same year John Huss was burned at the stake, yet another disaster in the Crécy and Poitiers tradition, Agincourt.
Watch out, Lurch!
Hey, all right, pal.
Uh-huh. What a mess.
What'll we do now?
Better get going. We can't hang around here. Come on.
Okay.
Let's go.
That's enough already.
Yeah?
I'm starting to get hungry.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Let's get out of here.
Hand over your purse now.
Have mercy, spare us.
Please don't harm us.
Okay. Go right ahead. Oh.
Well,
There.
Help! 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 Help!
Oh, we're safe.
Ah, we're most grateful.
Thank you.
Wait, take this.
Ah.
Thank you.
Oh, wow, what's this?
Well, what next?
Well, what do you know? Here's what has to be done. Not so bad after all. Sure is easier than walking.
Look.
You gonna move on or not, eh, donkey? What can we do about this?
Let's go see what's going on inside.
All right, show me the loot.
All right, now, my sweet, for the last time, show me the dough. Speak up, or I'll get rocked.
Hold on. We're coming.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent.
We owe you our lives, strangers. Why don't you stay on here with us? We'll treat you well.
I'm getting old, my son. Seems to me you'd make an able blacksmith. Be my helper.
The big one's nicer.
Very well, we accept, sir.
Oh, that's
wonderful. See you soon, Maestro.
Farewell, William. Hurry back now. Take good care, boy.
While Burgundians and Armagnacs were busy killing one another, the English calmly went on with their conquest of France. The Dauphin, Charles, went into hiding at Bourges. His right to the throne was attacked most viciously by Isabella of Bavaria, his own mother.
Oh, no.
Bye, everybody. I'm leaving.
Hi.
Hi there.
There, like this. Yeah, my latest invention.
But what's it for? Boys, boys, boys.
I'll teach you how to hunt in the woods. Try it. You'll really like it.
Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi.
Wait. You wait.
Well, I'd rather pick my berries. Ah, there's one. A nice one.
Got it. Look what I caught. What do you know?
And so I told him that here life's much more peaceful in the city. Oh, there they are.
Look at all we've got. Look, Ma. Look. Good day, Sir William.
Hello.
The peddlers just arrived, Mum.
Draperies, spices, oriental carpets. At my prices, it's a giveaway. Or try my fine candles, or them healing herbs, potions. How about a necklace? And for you, Mrs., I've set aside this lovely length of cloth. It's quite a deal, believe me.
Oh, no, William, it's much too much.
No? All right, I'll take it. Shh. I'm letting you have it for nothing, you know. Here. Here. You're a good pal. It's less for pals.
So long, everybody.
So long.
Yeah. That blasted gadget, just what I need to get my beard cut.
Now what's he invented?
My boy,
Yes?
take that. It's my very latest invention, to cut off my beard, which is cut in this other invention. Go on. Whoa. Don't worry, it works. And here's my next invention, a pendulum with weights. Works like a clock. Where do you see this?
Huh? Oh.
Step right up, ladies. Tender, succulent chickens. Come and choose.
That one there.
Zip right up there, ladies. Best apples you've ever seen. Don't you agree? And believe you me, they're guaranteed worm-free.
Hey, cut that out.
Hey, come and get
Candles, come and buy my candles. Who'll buy my candles? The finest candles you've ever seen. Every wick is tenderly dipped all by itself.
The merchants are having a splendid procession in honor of their patron saint, St. Crispin. Business sure is booming in the city.
Farewell, friends, farewell. Gee up.
Gee up.
Let's go.
That's a king.
The gentleman's back.
Look, smoked herring. Taste it. Tell me how you like it.
Excuse me.
How are we supposed to eat these things? Never.
Look, it's here
That's
cute.
just girl stuff again.
Yeah. Yes. Bear.
There.
You think you're so smart, idiots. Just come over here.
Bear. Ah!
Ouch.
Yay, yay, yay.
Listen to this. It's hardly believable. Oh. Now listen. No one will believe this. It seems that a young shepherdess rode on horseback to the Dauphin's castle at Chinon. To trick her, the prince hid among his courtiers and put a richly dressed young noble on the throne instead. But the shepherdess went straight to the Dauphin, kneeled before him, and told him her mission, to see him crowned king. He was so impressed, he gave her an army, and his bravest Armagnac captains.
Hooray, 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 hooray.
Let's go give her a hand.
Joan is on her way to the besieged city of Orleans right now. She's sworn to free the city.
Well, then we're leaving.
Don't worry,
okay.
you know we always
win
come
in
out
the
on
end,
top
you
of
know
these
that.
things.
Well,
The boys have grown up now. They'll be able to help you.
we couldn't just abandon that poor little girl, could we? Could we?
Among those defending the besieged city of Orleans, morale was at its lowest point. Suddenly, Joan broke through the English lines, and she and her men entered the captive city.
Onward.
But during an assault on an enemy fortress,
What do we do?
And off we go towards the Reims Cathedral, where Charles VII takes his divine place as King of France.
So then you got your orders loud and clear. Hey, boys, you guys will attack from this side, and you others from there. Kind of pinch him in like, hey.
Brilliant play, Chief.
What a nice banner you have. Good day, Bert. Hello, William.
Ooh. But that's not possible.
Plastic machine.
Okay, you over here, you others at the inn.
Make sure you don't miss him.
You call them sharpshooters, eh?
Take anything you can lay your hands on and set everything on fire. Farewell, we'll be back to see you one of these days.
How are we going to fix that? Well, for the scaffolding, we'll get some wood from the Lord. But he won't give up any of his wood.
Yes, he will. Isn't he our protector?
Well, I can guarantee he'll listen. Due to your poor protection, my lord, you are responsible for damages. Now, for rebuilding our homes, we'll donate our labor and you your wood.
Oh, my word, absolutely out of the question.
Huh?
Careful now, my lord. Give it some thought now.
Fine, perfect. It'll cost you £50.
But that's far too much. That's way beyond our means.
Wait for me. I've got an idea. Good sir, could you do us a favor?
Why, sure. There.
Ah.
But I'm missing some, 2 to be exact.
Huh?
Leave it to me.
Stop. Oh, no.
There you go.
Well, then,
Very good.
it's shaping up again, huh?
Oh, it's deserted. It's gotta be.
Just you wait, you.
Our friends, worn out and discouraged, decide to come back to the city walls for shelter. Life will be safer here.
Hey, wait for me, friends. Wait for me. Come on, wait up.
Well, I'd rather see the procession on St. Etienne's.
If you take my advice, it's always St. Honore's that's best.
It's time.
Good day.
Hey, William.
So long, friends.
So long, William.
You're most kind. God will reward you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Most
You're
kind of you.
kind. God will reward you.
You are most kind.
Oh. Here.
God will reward you. Hey!
Oh!
There, that's done it. Huh?
Good day.
Good day, William. Our things.
A leper!
The leper? Get inside, you.
Whoa! Well, what do you think? It'll be handsome, eh?
But where's the staircase? It was on the plans.
Hold on, we'll take care of that. Well, you don't say. Now, that'll be better. Goes up, comes down.
I want a stairway, nothing else.
All right, you all stick in the mud. Fuddy-duddy.
That's great. Lopsided.
Look, it's lopsided.
Ah.
And this time it works. Oh.
Come over here. Now, isn't that better? A wind-up clock. Take a look. The mechanism. You like it?
What's going on?
It's racing.
Oh.
Oh, whatever has gone wrong?
Oh, throw this out the window.
Now, this time I've an idea. Ah, perfect. Excellent. Couldn't be better. Now we'll just take a wine press and we'll make an imprint of these letters on a piece of paper. The results ought to be very interesting. Ah, no more need for copying books by hand.
Very nice.
That's a good idea. Evening, everyone.
Welcome, traveler.
Afraid I have some sad news, friends. Joan of Arc has been burned at Rouen.
At long last, the 100 Years' War did end in a shambles. In Paris, 24,000 homes went to ruin. Limoges had 5 townsmen left. Wolves roamed everywhere in cities ravaged by battles and the plague. In 1453, Gutenberg printed the first Bible. In the same year, in Constantinople, Justinian's ramparts gave way to the Turks. Byzantine artists fled to Italy and would help create the Renaissance. And at Vinci, a town near Florence, a baby named Leonardo was already thinking inventive thoughts. glorious Spain. The wars against Islam continued from the year 1031 on into the 12th and 13th centuries. The Kingdom of Aragon included Sardinia, southern Italy, and Sicily. France and England were soon to discover that Spain had become more powerful than they. In 1469, a series of plots resulted in the marriage of Isabella of Castile and Ferdinand of Aragon. Of Moorish possessions, nothing was left but the Kingdom of Granada, which didn't last long anyway.
What if we sent these guys swimming?
Ah, shucks, the fun was just beginning, eh, boy?
In 1487, Malaga fell. In that same year, Bartolomeo Diaz rounded the Cape of Good Hope.
And just as I was losing hope, she stepped outside. A rose she plucked, stuck in her hair. Fine was her clothes. Hey, that's all I'll say. I grabbed her in my arms. Tonight was a night for love.
By 1492, Granada, Islam's last stronghold, had fallen. After 5 centuries of fighting, the Spaniards' hatred for the Moors had reached fever pitch. In Spain, the new humanism had difficulty taking root. The Inquisition had begun with the ruthless Torquemada in charge. And so an edict has just proclaimed the banishment of the Jews, some of whom have lived in Spain for 1,000 years.
Folks, what a pity to have to chase them away.
A man named Columbus has finally persuaded the Catholic kings to sponsor his crazy dream to reach Japan, India, and Marco Polo's Cathay by sailing westward. His crew is composed of volunteers.
You don't say.
On board, spirits are high. The hardy sailors were spurred on by their lust for adventure. The Santa Maria, the Pinta, and the Nina set out in quest of discovery. The winds have died down. Columbus is worried.
Huh? Oh! All right, the wind's up, the wind's up. We're saved, the wind's up, the wind's up. Let's go, all you back to work.
What for? We going home, huh?
No, we're heading west.
No way, Joe.
Onwards, lads, onwards to adventure and gold.
Gold schmold. Couldn't care less.
Navigating wasn't easy to do in those days. Columbus did have a few problems. Charts, let's call them sketches. As for the compass, astrolabes were rather inefficient. In short, his 3 ships were lost.
Oh, we ought to be seeing land about now. Let's have a look. Right there in front of us.
Nothing.
Huh? Impossible. I won't permit this chart to be wrong. Do you agree, boys? We ought to see India.
Leave India to the Indians. We're off to Spain, do you hear?
Yes, trim off your neck.
Fine with me. Off to Spain, whatever could have held me up.
Land!
Whatever that little brown up there
land!
muttering, are you sure it's land?
Yes, sir. Positive it's land. Look, it's coming in clear. Absolutely. Take a look.
We have succeeded. We've gone around the earth. Our deeds will be passed down to posterity.
After 69 valiant days at sea, on October 12, 1492, 5 centuries after the Vikings, Christopher Columbus discovered America, or rather, one little Caribbean island. Better than nothing. There would be more conquerors: John Cabot, Americo Vespucci, Pedro Cabral, and Vasco da Gama. Just out of the army, our 2 friends are heading for home.
He's directing the logging. Hey, watch out. There he is.
Maestro! My boys. At last you're home to stay.
She loves me not. She loves me passionately.
In spite of treaties to the contrary, non-converted Muslims were also banished. They, along with the Jews, were among Spain's most industrious citizens, and Spain would suffer the consequences of this loss for centuries.
Hello, my son. My boy, look at you.
Now, let's not teach bad habits to my bee.
In that same year, 1500, in faraway Flanders, another baby was born who would one day become Emperor Charles V.
Another beauty fell.
Which brings us to the dawn of the 16th century. As Rome had already done, so would other cultures fade into insignificance. The Islamic world, China, India, and Europe would move to center stage. As for Spain, she was clearing her forests to construct ships.
What did I do? What?
Now what marvels are you up to, eh, Maestro? Could we please have a look?
Certainly. Oh. For the main pieces, I followed the shape of certain branches. When arranged in this way, they'll make sturdy boats. Just wait, you'll see. This is what they'll look like.
Oh, yes, well, 1504 is perhaps a little early for such things.
Papa, Papa, Papa.
There are the kids.
Papa, Papa, Papa. Thirsty? Here's some bread.
The years go by. The forests are being depleted. And the children have grown.
Hey, wait for me.
The year's 1516. Ferdinand of Aragon, King of Spain, has just died. Prince Charles of Ghent, too Flemish to suit his father, would nonetheless succeed him. At the age of 16, Charles took the throne of Spain, as well as Italy, Flanders, Artois, and Franche-Comté, not to mention the New World.
All right, children, come and eat.
Before long, another realm would be added to his kingdom, that of his grandfather, Maximilian, the German Empire.
You see, Pablo, if this dust persists, before long we'll be unable to breathe, and with the wood chopped down, the animals will run away and hide. The country folk will leave their farms and head for the city, and food shortages will be common, and...
My respect, senorita. Kindly let a courageous warrior tell of his adventures. Hey, wait. Just watch your step, you pig. All by myself, I cut the Moorish army to pieces. Eh? So you see, I am a hidalgo, senorita. Take a look at my smooth hands. No manual work for me. All I ask of you is... Caramba! Well, if it isn't our beloved Inquisitor.
All ye faithful, too often you forget your God. No wonder our Spain is full of conversos, Jews and Muslims who pretend to believe they are possessed with demons. Their existence is an offense to the Lord. Expose each one. It's an act of faith that will be richly rewarded. Yes?
She feigns innocent, but she's certainly possessed by the devil. As for my neighbor, he never goes to church.
Very well. This is for you, good man. Next, please.
His skin is much too brown. There's really no doubt this man's one of them conversos.
Pablo. No. He's my friend.
In 1519, Charles V became emperor. The immense realm he already controlled tempted him to reunite all Europe and to adopt the Habsburg motto, the fate of Austria is to rule the universe. Magellan had begun his trip around the world and Cortes left to conquer Mexico. Leonardo da Vinci had just passed away at the court of Francis I, Charles' chief rival. Along the Loire River, new castles were being built, another sign of change, Chaumont, Blois, Chenonceau, Azay-le-Rideau, Chambord. But let's hold on a minute and get back to Spain.
Oh, did you see that? Honorio. Poor beast.
If you please, senors. It's for a good cause.
What do you think of that?
I'm sure he's in favor.
All right, here's the gold. In both. Tell me, my friend, speaking that, tell me what it is anywhere, Nori.
I'll explain it to you.
Caballero's over here.
Oh. Yeah, these flies. All sorts of vermin in this part of the woods, eh?
Oh, I just squashed one.
Heavenly brew, good stranger. How about it? Here.
Thank you. What a sprightly wine.
So, sir, you approve of my apple, huh?
Oh, excuse me, sir. I thought it was...
Don't bother excusing yourself. Just keep the apple.
Seville's pretty quiet this morning. Where's everyone gone?
Take a look in that litter. He remind you of someone?
But, yeah, it's him.
A few cents, kind sir. Sir, if you please. Ow!
Come now, my boy. Buck up. Don't cry.
I'm not crying. Why should I bother being sad over that idiot?
The lad's got potential, I believe. Didn't take him much time to figure that one out, eh? Oh. Pablo, what are they going to do with her?
Let's go.
Got into the girl.
I'm a poor blind man, mercy.
The port?
Oh, over there, that building behind where those kids are playing. Just turn right, you can't miss it. Oh, thank you, sirs.
Hey, come on.
Okay, hey.
Come on.
Hey, you. Hey. I'll take my purse. Come on.
All right.
One slap on a boot in the slats for good measure. He learned something today. Look, a boat coming into port.
A good cargo?
Yes, there's a bit of everything. Just watch.
You're perfectly aware of my interest, Captain.
What do you mean by that?
That's what I mean to say.
These slaves are high grade. You want them?
Low to men. I'm always looking for good merchandise. Wouldn't mind packing to go on a long voyage.
Me neither.
If I'll agree, then let's go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, you're in a kind of a hurry, aren't you? You bet. What a fine life we'd have.
A left hook and a right, can't wait. Nothing like a trip to educate our young.
And then there's me. We mustn't forget me. I also want to go and look for gold, gold, gold.
In 1520, Francis I met Henry VIII at the Field of the Cloth of Gold. Together, they plotted against the King of Spain. But in the end, the English king allied himself with Charles V.
Why didn't they take me?
1520 marked the beginning of Salome the Magnificent's reign in Turkey. He chose to join forces with Francis I. Martin Luther's new theories were raging through Germany. He was banished by the young Emperor Charles, who needed the Pope on his side against Francis I.
Oh. The Cape should be straight. No, I mean to port, yes.
Your wish is my command, oh Captain.
Cut out the roughhousing. Military drill. Take up your arquebuses. At my command, man, order arms. Arms! Enough, come on! And now pike exercises, please.
I'd up for spades if it's all the same to you.
What about the hearts and clubs?
What's the use? Somebody hold me back.
I've got an ace of diamonds here. Somewhere. Here. Let me go! Hey! Oh, help! Mommy! Help me! Captain, I'm scared! Captain, he hit me! Captain!
What the devil's going on? We're losing the other boats. Huh?
But, sir, I'm only executing your orders.
I'll show you.
Be nice, stay calm.
Listen, men, clap these two no-goods in irons and make it quick, huh?
At your orders, my captain. Tell us what you want done with him.
A fine kettle of fish I'm in. All right, take the helm and catch up to those ships, right?
Right, Chief.
I want to get off this floating prison.
That's what you call keeping watch. There, take this.
I'm so sick I won't last much longer.
My stomach.
Starving. I'm out of fresh water.
Hey, you gonna get up, you good for nothing?
Toss me overboard, why don't you?
You're gonna do what? He says right this minute.
It's weird, but my strength's all gone.
Unless I'm seeing visions, land ho!
You see why it was such a good idea to bring this horse along? Much less tiresome than going on foot, and it's impressive.
Oh, a long tube that stings.
There's a village. Looks inhabited.
They are surely gods. Look at their heads and they walk on 4 legs.
1521, halfway around the world, Magellan was killed in the Philippines. One of his men succeeded in reaching home after a voyage of 3 years.
Come on, man, it's not much
With
further. Just
18
over
men
the hill
of the
now.
237 he started with. Now there's no doubt the world is round.
Oh. I'll bet she's gone for her morning bath in the river.
La 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 la
Good day. Good day. You see, I told you so. I still can't figure out why it's always the men that work.
Yeah, that's right.
There, you like it?
Mm-hmm. What do you think of these old figurines?
Yeah, they're not bad either.
Come and get it.
Grandfather, show me how you make clouds with your smoke.
Leaving our big friend to his pottery, let's visit someone who specializes in feather mosaics, the most delicate and prestigious art of all.
That's truly quite nice. Ah, yes, it's just perfect. Continue. Go on now, children. Keep the noise down. Let these men go about their work in peace.
Hey, you want a knuckle sandwich?
What the?
It's your rascal that started it. I saw him.
That's a lie. Your boy hit my boy first.
Yes, but not before your boy had already hit my boy.
Yo, fudder-dudder.
What's that you said there, son?
Now, gentlemen, no fighting.
What am I waiting for?
Human nature has always been human nature.
When you grow up, you'll become warriors for the glory of the god Yath. Your hair will be cut short except for one lock on the nape of the neck, then in the countryside. After that, when you've taken your first prisoner, even if it's taken 2 of you, your remaining lock of hair will be cut and you'll be Iak or half-gods. Then you can grow your hair as long as you want over your right ear.
The more enemies a Neok kills or imprisons, the more worthy he becomes. And if you kill, or even better, if you capture 4 enemies, you will win leather bracelets and leather headdresses.
He's mine. No, he's my prisoner. He's mine.
Now, children, calm down now if you want to hear the rest of the story. Can you guess what the biggest reward will be for the winner? The worthy fighter will get to dance with a young and beautiful courtesan made up in yellow to bring out the glow of her skin. You'll dance and dance and dance.
What's happened? Why the alarm?
Come on, hurry up, you guys. Come on, come and see.
Strangers, they're coming up over the hill.
Come on, let's give a dose of real civilization to these savages. For a small fee in gold, we'll introduce happiness and progress. All right, my fine feathered friend, show us what you're made of. Forward!
In August of the year 1521, Cortez completed his conquest of Mexico. In that year, there were 12 million Indians in the land. A few years later, Cortez had butchered half of them. And in Peru, Pizarro left an even bloodier trail. The conquistadores brought Spain vast territories and wealth. In 1521, war broke out again with France. In 1524, when Germany splintered into 400 states, Luther's spark ignited the flame of rebellion against the empire and the privileges of the church.
I've just had an idea. Watch this. What would you say to this wheel fitted with paddles and run by water? Well, fine. Say no more. I see you're bored to tears. Let's forget I said anything. I won't bring it up again. But I've got another idea. Why don't we go down to the port and see if the children have returned? That's a good idea.
In 1530, at the height of his power, Charles V was crowned emperor by Pope Clement VII. But the Reformation was gaining ground. It had reached Geneva, where Calvin was continuing William Farel's work. The years go by, and still no sign of the youngsters. 1537, Jacques Cartier discovers and explores Canada. The banner of Francis I waves over Mount Royal. Wars, victories, and defeats multiply between Spain and France.
Say there, don't tell me you didn't like the land of gold. My native land. I'm home.
In 1543, the Frenchman Ambroise Paré invented the ligation of arteries. In Flanders, André Vassal dissected the human body. And Copernicus finally published his treatise on the Earth's
Lord,
rotation.
sir, I've got marvels to show you. I'm certain you'll be most interested.
No.
Wait and see. Here, potatoes?
No.
Green beans?
No.
Tomatoes?
No.
Chocolate?
The gold. Got any?
No, but I've got much more. Look at this marvel. It's a turkey.
Not interested.
Come now. Tobacco. Look.
One moment. My name is Van der Hout from Amsterdam. I'm a merchant. I'll take everything you've shown. Here.
Huh?
That's not enough.
I'll forward the rest.
In 1545, after a long delay, a council met at Trent.
Hey, where do I figure in all this? Speak, man.
Now, calm down. I've still got something you're sure to like. Here.
Now then, why didn't you say so?
See, everything irons itself out. Dutchman takes the rest. There you go.
Both Francis I and Henry VIII died in 1547, and Charles V beat the Protestant League in the insignificant Battle of Mühlberg.
Will my children ever come back?
In 1553, an exhausted Charles retires to Brussels.
And why should I only get half? That ain't fair, I say.
Line up.
The Diet of Augsburg recognized the Protestant religion in late 1554.
Maybe it's our lucky day. Who knows? The next boat might just bring our boys home.
Charles V abdicated the throne and Philip II took over.
Nothing yet. I can't take much more of this.
1558 saw the death of Charles V. He claimed to have fought not for fame, but for the good of his states and subjects. That same year, Elizabeth became Queen of England. And in 1559, she made peace with France. Philip II had won the war, but his country had suffered badly. 1571, Spain takes heart after her victory at Lepanto. One young soldier lost a hand in battle, not his writing hand. His name was Cervantes. 1588, the Invincible Armada, symbol of Spain's golden age, sailed for England. What would survive of all this grandeur? The impressive Escorial. Lope de Vega's picture of the glories and contradictions of his era. The pure faith of St. Teresa of Avila, El Greco, and the one-armed warrior, Cervantes, gave us the legendary Don Quixote. (1620), the Mayflower docked at a port in southern England. The Puritans found it hard to adapt to the United Provinces, no matter how welcoming. Fiercely independent, they decided to leave for Virginia, that new land in America, where the London Company, under the guidance of John Robinson, installed its first settlers.
And our Lord God, who is watching and guiding us, He will aid us. In your mercy for us, be with us,
now,
God.
you don't
Look out,
believe
save
in
our
prayer
souls.
Make
Son.
way. Will you move on?
Ah!
Make way. I want to go through here. Go on, faster. Good for nothing, faster. And now what? Can't you do anything right? Hold it. There. Go on. What a clown. Hey,
It's really nice to pray, but you do more than
What an idiot. Not very smart putting yourself right in our way. You better watch out. You're in our way. And what about all my things? I'm losing my temper. I've had it. Oh.
Hosanna, you are in the highest. Have pity on us.
They'll never get him all on board.
All right, keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Come on, come on. We're going to miss the boat. Step on it.
But you were after us.
Glad I'm boarding the boat first.
You won't be boarding before me.
I'm getting mad now.
Just wait your turn. There'll be places for everyone.
And so what? Let's go by here. Oh, well, of course. But of course, go on. You're ahead of me. Come on, let's go. You want a speedwell? You have any room for 2 more and a couple of things? I'll pay well.
Well, get on board.
Hey, hold it. My baggage.
turn about to port.
What are you doing, Captain?
I'm returning to port.
But you can't. We paid for America.
Well, why don't you row?
What? Row all the way to America?
No, I didn't mean... Just to the Mayflower.
Of course. Come here, you. Hey, hold it. Not so fast. Hey, did you see my baggage on there? Where is it?
Well, Chief, we can send it.
Oh. So, you ready? Hold it.
Oh, no, Chief. Oh, enough. You make us think.
Wait, don't go without me. Wait for me. Wait for me. I said, wait.
Oh. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. Hey, someone's missing. Should be 102. Hold on, count again. 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, and 102. All here now.
That symbol of your grace will become a remedy for our salvation. For our salvation. Amen.
That time, all were accounted for. The Mayflower could set sail toward her destiny. An unusual land toward which the Pilgrim Fathers of the Mayflower were setting sail. 30 or 40,000 years before our time, the forefathers of the native people came by way of Siberia in a long migration which brought them to the new continent. Some of them went as far as Patagonia. Others settled near the Great Lakes in the north. There were 1 million living there when the Europeans arrived.
Hello, pretty young girl. May I walk with you?
1 million for a territory that was 17 times the size of France. And buffalo, 60 million buffalo.
Well, why not me after all?
They provided the Indian with all his needs. Meat to feed him, skins to clothe him, ligaments for his bowstrings, and bones for his arrowheads.
Come closer to the fire.
You can see not far from here on the great sea a boat that is greater than ours, full of white men.
What do you mean by white men?
Well, their skin is all white.
And what are they like?
In what you're telling us? Are they bad men?
Are they strong like that?
Maybe they're only little. They come here on our land to hunt our buffalo.
That would surprise me. They don't look like hunters. They look like that.
Oh, I see.
I think we should go and look at the white men.
Oh, we have no food.
What are we going to eat?
I don't know.
Nothing at all.
No.
Oh.
It's Charlotte who shall be the turkey of the fires.
That animal has been sent by Satan.
Well, no, it's the Lord God who sent it to us for the fullest satisfaction of his faithful.
Hey.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey there. I'd like to know who you are. And what does all that mean?
Yeah, I'd like to know too,
It means that these kids are only savages. They're red devils. Hello. Hey.
And look at this. I offer animal skin. You see? Accept.
Make him give two. We will offer a cool.
I wait.
And this?
Me not a woman.
November 1621. From these days of celebration originated Thanksgiving Day. 90 Indians were present.
You are a friend.
But after this fraternization, there was to be no easy understanding between these two divergent cultures with 10,000 years between them. And the taste for conquest of some clashed with the basic desire to settle of the others. America was soon to see expansion. To tell the truth, there were explorers before the Mayflower who came to the shores of America. The Vikings, with Eric the Red in the 10th century. On October the 12th in 1492, when Columbus discovered America, that America was to become the cause of some misunderstanding. First of all, it was on an island in the Bahamas that Columbus landed. Inspired by Marco Polo and thinking he had discovered India, he called the natives Indians. Several years later, tired of the dispute who named that part of the world, the discovery of America is attributed to Amerigo Vespucci, an explorer who landed a few kilometers to the south, and so we have America. And that's how history is written. And geography. The first state was to be Virginia, discovered in 1585 by Sir Walter Raleigh. But it is in 1607 that 3 ships will bring the first immigrants. It is the very same ships that wanted to join the Mayflower that became lost and ended up in Cape Cod.
You're going to turn towards the south, you understand?
But why? This land is a good place to land. You can come along with us.
Captain, I'm not going to repeat it. Lift the anchor and lift it quick.
Well, now, look here, do you think?
Enough.
Oh.
Now then, what are you going to
making me nervous.
That will do it. It's that.
Lives and resides with you in the unity of the Holy Spirit, and so be it.
As the immigrants in Virginia settle in, further north, the Frenchman is founding Quebec. His name is Samuel de Champlain, and he sees to the development of his city. Allied with the Hurons, he explores the country, colonizes it. Unfortunately, the Frenchman's native country is fertile, and he doesn't want to emigrate to a harsh land. 50 years later, there's still only 2,000 in Canada, of which 800 are in Quebec. And their heroism does little to increase their number. During that time in America, we get Plymouth, Providence. In 1626, a Dutch sailor, Peter Minuit, buys Manhattan Island from the Indians for $24. And so New Amsterdam is born. That wall will later be called Wall Street. In 1664, an English regiment led by the commander, the Duke of York, approached the city. The governor of that city was a hearty lad, a peg-leg, Peter Stuyvesant.
That's the last of them. Sir, no more munitions.
Short of munitions, Peter Stuyvesant had to surrender. New Amsterdam became New York. In 1663, the Carolinas were founded, land of cotton and landed aristocrats.
You've made a good deal. Look at that.
In 1665, New Jersey appears on the map and develops.
I see that no one's followed my instructions. Everybody's a boss. I will change that.
Huh?
In 1681, in payment for a debt, the young William Penn was given a vast territory by King Charles II. It was to become Pennsylvania. Georgia philanthropically welcomed the poor of England. It was founded for this reason in 1732. No slaves, no alcohol. That was to be the moral code, at least at the beginning. All the colonies grew accidentally. Chance, climate, the nature of things, individual temperament were deciding factors. But there was a long way to go before those scattered colonies were to become fused into one nation. The 13 colonies ran along the coast to an inland depth of 100 to 300 kilometers. To reach farther, they would have to deal with the Indians. Yes, at first, everything went fine.
Me listen. Perfect. Would you sell us part of your territories? You'd be well paid, huh? What do you say, huh? Understand me?
You want us to sell our land? Let us think.
Okay.
You want our land? But what for? A very curious idea. And why not also you buy our water and our rivers? The clouds in the sky? The fire? Well, why not buy? Because they are for everyone. Why don't you take whatever you need?
Will you agree, Chief, to seal our new agreement with you? Here's some good water of life. And so that's that. Huh? Your new land is over here. It's an excellent investment.
Here, then.
The next
Well, no,
one.
that's that. I have the impression I got myself a good deal.
An Indian girl, guys. Hey, you.
But why build these walls?
So we won't get robbed.
Hey, not too bad. Okay. Come on. Ah, there. Huh? Nice. Don't go away. I won't bite.
Yeah.
Now, cool down, pal. Just cool down. We're joking around a bit.
You just keep calm, my pretty, and don't you run off, girl. No! No, 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 no!
That there Indian girl mustn't talk.
Oh. What a mess. Why'd they do such a thing? Well, it's awful.
What now?
Good property, huh? And a quiet neighborhood.
Without any doubt, business wasn't too good in that part of the country.
This land is worth nothing now. We best get out of here.
In 1760, the Europeans number 1.5 million and growing very fast. New York, Philadelphia, Boston already added up to 200,000 souls, while a healthy middle class showed signs of their own dreams. Great Britain, drained by the 7 Years' War, decided to hit the colonies hard with taxes.
Colonists were made to pay taxes and income tax.
London drew back at first, then continued.
And to continue, I propose a tax on the tea. Huh?
What is that?
And voted taxes on diverse articles. One was tea.
Come on, dump the cargo into the sea.
200 Sons of Liberty, disguised as Indians in 1773, threw overboard a cargo of tea that had been taxed. And in Philadelphia, 1 year later, they held their first colonial congress, where it was said all men have the right to liberty and to property. They've never ceded to any sovereign the power to dispossess them of one single belonging without that man's consent. February the 2nd, 1775, in the Parliament in London, Massachusetts declared itself in a state of rebellion. It was agreed to blockade the colonies. Already after the Boston Tea Party, George III had said, this time the die is cast. The colonies must submit, or conquer. From then on, that was their task.
Sir, the English are fired on us.
You have to do our duty.
General Gage, commander of the English regiments in Boston, wasn't yet aware that the War of Independence had begun. What did these rebels really want? They didn't really know, and they wouldn't while they were still drunk with liberty. To declare them rebels and to proceed from one mistake to another, the English were pushing them towards the only issue, that of independence.
I'm for the English.
The English are
I'm
oppressors.
marching
We'll
with
cover
them.
without
What do you
them, without
say?
the likes of you.
I've the courage of my convictions, my good man.
A collaborator.
Hey. All right. Well, if that's the way it is, adieu.
June the 15th, 1775, George Washington is appointed commander of the American troops. There was such a shortage of everything that Franklin even foresaw the use of bows and arrows. 2 days later, the 17th of June, 1775, was the raid on Bunker Hill.
Fire!
1 year later, June the 11th, 1776, a committee is appointed to draw up a Declaration of the Rights of Man. The authors, Franklin, Sherman, Jefferson, Livingston, John Adams. The text: we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. The outcome of armed combat is not always predictable. But the English General Howe refuses to negotiate until the Declaration is abolished. On October the 17th, 1775, the English troops are defeated at Saratoga, and it is then that France jumps at the chance to revenge itself with the 7 Years' War. It allies with Franklin in a treaty and gets into the conflict, bringing the heavy support of the regiments of Lafayette and Rochambeau and the French Navy. On October the 19th, 1781, the English are defeated at Yorktown. The English General O'Hara walks towards the French commanders Lafayette and Rochambeau to surrender. But the Frenchmen direct him towards an American officer, whose uniform is not quite as remarkable, George Washington. Their independence is recognized in 1783, and the United States will gain considerable territory. 1803, Louisiana sold by France. 1819, Florida. 1820, Maine. 1845, Texas. 1846, Oregon. 1848, California. Nevada, Utah, Arizona ceded by Mexico. Coming from Ireland, Germany, England, immigrants flood in by the millions, and the population jumps from 3 to 25 million. Since it was difficult to settle in the coastal cities, there was the migration to the west.
What are you doing in my wagon? Keep it moving!
The Indians, hunted down and chased off their territories, were not always so easy to handle. One day in January 1848, a young man, James Wilson Marshall, accidentally makes a discovery.
It's gold! It's gold! Come and see, it's gold! Oh.
As soon as the news spread, it was the Great Rush. The Great Gold Rush.
Quick, you gotta hurry! Yahoo! Keep it moving! You come on, keep it moving! Come on, make Look out, you better watch what you're doing.
There's feverish activity around the gold territory.
Oh.
Let's go a bit farther.
Oh, there, a great big one.
Hey, it's my claim. I said it's mine.
What'd you say? Hey, hurrah, hooray, hooray!
Hey, hold it. That's my nugget. I saw it first.
And so our good friends decide to go south. Just the South alone is almost as big as Europe. 6 million white men, 3 million black men. Slaves. For centuries torn away from their native Africa, treated like objects. In spite of the law in 1808 forbidding slave trading, the import slave trade is as brisk as ever. In Virginia and Maryland, black men were bred like cattle for slavery. In the North, there was more and more vehement to slavery. The South reacted by moving towards self-government. The delicate balance between the northern and southern states would soon be broken. The new president, Lincoln, made hopeless injunctions for unity in the nation. On the 12th of April, Fort Sumter was attacked by the South. That was to be the first act of the War of Secession, during which the stature of Abraham Lincoln would grow.